seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Welcome. To the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
Here we go.
Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Paul George is out there with Howard. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Noah. And it's Hezonja in at the 2 spot.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean talk that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Here's Curry. Paul George making his last shot. Now here is Cephalosha, defended by George. 3 on the clock. That's a 2 from Gordon. Offensive rebound. And here are the Blazers. Hill with it. He kicks it to George. Puts up a 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. And the Kings making a change here. Kemba Mute's checked in. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry against Hill. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Hill. Noah the screen. And Howard with the stuff.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Here's
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Here's Curry. A rebound by Hezonja. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Screen by Howard. Shot off the pick. Pass to Hezonja. It's George on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Off the pick. And And a strong finish with two hands.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
It's back to Hill. Pass to Azania. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. The Kings trailing. Outside Curry. Pass to Gordon. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Here's Azania. Screen by Howard. Hill kicks to Howard. The shot no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Curry attacking. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Kicks to Gordon. 6 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. On its way from Curry for 2. That one wide left.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Screen by Howard. In the corner, George with it. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Portis is checked in. The Kings trail by 4. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
And here's George. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Back to George. And there's the feed to Howard. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Hill against Curry. Morrow, that's a two-pointer. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Screen by Howard. Clock at 4. Here's George. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Curry passes to Ballard. 8 feet away. No luck. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Hill passes to Hazania. Screen by Howard. Shot off the screen. Paul George again. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Morrow kicks to Curry. From deep, Portland grabs the miss.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
Hill kicks to George. And the pass to Hezonja. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hezonja's got his second bucket tonight.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Timeout called by the Kings. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
A different look now for Portland. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Howard. Johnson comes in for Hezonja. And Devin Harris is subbed in for George Hill. Morrill kicks to Williams. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Portis.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Johnson the screen. And George, here we go. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. The Kings trail by 5. Now Lynn. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
At the line for your Kings.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Harris passes to Portis. Noah the screen. Johnson kicks to George. The Trailblazers rebound. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Portis, the pass to George. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Laverne. Goes up on the block. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Johnson. Portland no good that time either.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court, America.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
Portland leading. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Portis is out there with Jared Dudley. Then there's Johnson. Then it's George Hill. And it's Nurkic in at the center. And that one goes long.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Gordon dishes to Lynn. There's a screen by Williams. Lynn kicks to Williams. Gordon inside. Johnson's there. Right side, Williams. Goes back up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Screen by Nurkic. Fires top of the key. Johnson, good.
Assist.
Johnson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
To the right side. All sorts of time. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Cephalosha. Hill against Lynn. Screen by Nurkic. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight. In the corner, it's Gordon. It's stolen by Johnson. The three. And Hill is good for 3. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead. Pick by Williams. Outside Gordon. Dishes to Williams. 5 to shoot. Right side Lynn from the baseline. Here's Marjanovic. Stolen by Dudley. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul.
Marvin Williams.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And Portland making a change here. Howard's checked in. That's a 2 from Cephalosha. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Trailblazers leading by 9. And Jusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally, Kevin, drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And Bahamute, the pass to Curry. Here's Cephalosha. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. And getting back to Nurkic, what makes him an intriguing prospect beyond his size is his exceptional balance. I mean, his excellent footwork makes him really effective in the pick and roll. He also possesses great lateral speed and quick hands for a big man.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And, you know, talking about Nurkic, I mean, his father, a police officer in Bosnia. According to the Denver Nuggets broadcasters last year, Dad is 7 feet tall and weighs a good 400 pounds or more. That's a big police officer there, boy.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Laverne comes in for Mbamute. And it's Rozier in for Thabo Cephalosha. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Rozier.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The dish to Hill. He feeds it to Noah. A baseline J. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Rozier the pass to Curry. Down low. Passes it to Rozier. It's tipped. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. The shot by George, no good.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Portland leading by 7. Pass to Azania. And there's the foul. It's on Sam Dekker. That's his first foul. Here's George. 8 points for him. To the wing on the left. Four on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. And here's Hill for 3. AT that time from Curry. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Marjanovic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Harris dishes to Howard. Pass to Hazania. Noah the screen. At the elbow, it's George. It's Howard with the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy. One of the most physically imposing players in our league. And yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
And so Howard nails both of them. And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
Curry kicks to Ginobili. Back to Curry. And Morrow has it in the corner. That's good.
Anthony Morrow.
Morrow's got 6.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And Portland has possession. George passes to Harris. From 6 feet. Howard can't hit.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Curry dishes to Ginobili. There's the screen. Curry kicks to Ginobili. Lock at 6. They double team Curry. Back to Ginobili. Portland grabs the miss. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harris against Ginobili. Harris outside.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Mbamute. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team that he started his career with to be a support player, but injuries, trades, and generally poor fits elevated Harris's importance to the team.
Trailblazers leading by 8. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. And the pass to Hazania. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Gordon's checked in for Sacramento. Jeremy Lin comes in for Steph Curry. Hill, he's checked in for Portland. And the second free throw, good.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I'll tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Morrow, the pass to Gordon. Lin with it. He's picked up by Hill. Lin kicks to Morrow. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Morrow's got 9 points.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Hill passes to Hazania. He kicks to Howard. Noah the screen. Left side, George. Looking to get back on track here. The shot misses. And the Kings going the other way now. Hill against Land. Picked by Williams. Morrow dishes to Williams. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Trailblazers leading by 6. Now here is Hill. He dishes it to George. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. Paul George really making a difference here.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day.
Looking at the game for George, he's got 10 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Gordon out there with Curry. Then it's Mbamute. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. Here's Marjanovic. Just 3 to shoot. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. looking at Portland. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kicks it to Dudley for three, and that one's good. Dudley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Curry passes to Gordon. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Curry. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Hill against Curry. Hill kicks to Dudley. The feed to Nurkic. Shoots. And Portland again with the bucket.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Hill. Curry wide open. Offensive rebound.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Hill dishes to Nurkic. Feeds to Dudley. There's the three. Here's Hill. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. They got that one on Ben Gordon. The Trailblazers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
At the line for 2.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Timeout called by the Kings. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
A different look now for Portland. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Portis comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Johnson in for Hezonja. They set the pick. Gordon kicks to Curry. There's the bucket. Good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Hill passes to Johnson. Here's Portis. Johnson the screen. Dishes it to Dudley. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Curry against Hill. Passes to Portis. Fades back. Trailblazers keep it alive. Johnson dishes to Hill. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Sacramento.
That's his first personal foul. In for your Kings, Manu Ginobili.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Dudley. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
George Hill.
Dudley's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, Johnson set a terrific screen that time.
Curry kicks to Ginobili. Back to Curry. Here's the three. Shoots the three. That drops. Curry's got 12 in the game.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
Joe Johnson.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Curry setting the pick for Ginobili. Back to Curry. From past the arc. Noah with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And the Kings making a change here. Decker's checked in. And it's the Kings with the ball. Down by 12. Ginobili gets the bucket.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Johnson the screen. The three from Dudley. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Curry kicks to Decker. Now the dish to Ginobili. Pass to Billar. 6 to shoot. Curry passes to Billar. And he makes good on the layup.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Hill with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to Portis. He feeds it to Johnson. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Marvin Williams is checked in for Sacramento. Jeremy Lin comes in for Steph Curry. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Howard's checked in for Portis. Paul George comes in for Jared Dudley. Hezonja, he's checked in for Johnson. Devin Harris subbed in for Hill. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Timeout called by the Kings.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And the Kings making a change here. And so here's Sacramento. 11-point game. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Howard with the steal. Here's Hezonja. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside, Lin kicks it out to Ginobili. Here's Marjanovic. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Howard can't hit.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot. And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Screen by Nurkic. He lobs it up. Baamute with the steal. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Lin from long range. That is good. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. And play stops as it looks like they called over the back here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Here's Marjanovic. There's the pick. Morrow dishes to Ginobili. Howard with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Nasty.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
By himself, hammers it home to polish off the break.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Laverne, he's checked in for Mbamute. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Manu Ginobili. 4 on the shot clock. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Marjanovic. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Anthony Morrow. Lynn against Harris. There's the pick. Lynn kicks to Laverne. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
Trailblazers leading by 8.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And there's the pass to Howard. Screen by Nurkic. And there's Paul George on the assist by Howard.
Assisted by
16 points here for George. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Back to Lynn. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by... Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. The Kings trail by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, George Hill out there with Hazonia. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Howard. And it's Noah in at the...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And the basket by Curry.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Hill against Curry. Noah the screen. Passes it to Hazonia. That's short off the rim.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Johnson, he's checked in for Hazonia. Noah the screen. Kicks it to Hill. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
Out to the right wing. Noah high post. Screen by Howard. Outside, George. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Look at what Howard has done so far. He's got 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And Portland making a change here. Portis is checked in. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Curry kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Laverne. To the paint. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. There's a screen by Williams. Over to the left wing. For the 3. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Johnson, the pass to Portis. Noah, the screen. Outside Hill. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Williams has a screen for Curry. Here's Laverne. To the left side wing. Here's Cephalosha. Outside Gordon. Picked by Williams. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Gordon.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
George, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Curry dishes to Cephalosha. He kicks to Williams. It's rebounded by Portis. Portland leading by 7. Hill with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Noah the screen. Portis can't get it to go.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. In the corner, George with it. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Johnson against Gordon. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
In for your Kings.
And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Curry kicks to Gordon. Curry, a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Timeout called by the Kings. For the Trailblazers, Hezonja comes in for Johnson, and George Hill's subbed in for Harris. And here is Dudley. Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Hezonja. Howard at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. And Hezonja gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And it's sent back by Howard. Hill against Ginobili. Screen by Nurkic. Hill kicks to Dudley. Pass to Hezonja. On deep. But they get it back. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Kings. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Hill with the feed to Dudley. Howard against Mba'amoute. Outside Hill. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for Sacramento. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Evan Harris is checked in for George Hill. Howard, the pass to Nurkic. Puts up the baby hook. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. So for the Trailblazers, Joakim Noah is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Paul George comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Hill in for Devin Harris. And George gets it to go.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Inside, here's Marjanovic. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Screen by Howard. Here's Hezonja. Feeds it to Hill. That one off the back iron and out. The Kings trail by 7. Morrow dishes to Curry. He feeds it to Morrow. Wide open look. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Noah's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Hezonja. Dishes it to George. From the top of the key. Jump shot is good. George has got 8 points here in this quarter. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Here's Curry. Portland grabs the miss. Noah's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Hill passes to Hazania. The dish to Howard. Noah the screen. Howard, good. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
How about that screen by Noah?
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 11. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Some changes for Sacramento. Williams comes in for Laverne. And it's Ginobili in for Gordon. Here's Curry. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. .109 left to play here in the fourth.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Portland.
Their superior ball handling. Won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Paul George. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And he gets it to go.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Noah the screen. And George now top of the key. And it's Curry with the rebound. And now here comes Williams leading the break.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And so it's Portland winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernest John.